Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing a bit of another different stream. I wanted to come back to this game actually after not playing it for a while. I guess I just got caught up playing other games because I wanted to pretty badly. I like this game a lot, but yeah, I haven't had the time for it, and now I figured I'd like to make a little bit of time for it, play it again. I don't have anything that's occupying me as much, and I wanted to make a chance to play it again, so here we are. Hope you guys end up enjoying the stream, and hopefully some people can drop by for multiplayer, but if not, not really a big deal. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully good. I gotta say, I feel a little weird coming back to this. Not bad, just weird because I haven't played this in a long time. I know this game has unfortunately gotten kind of a little bit on the dead side, but I mean, I still love this game, so I'm gonna keep playing it anyway. Hey, Melee Kirby, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could drop by and watch the stream. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, we got a chess match. I was hoping to do like 1 or 2 today, and then whatever. But yeah, I've been playing this some in my spare time. I've been noticing whenever I play, it's not as active as it was before. I guess that makes sense. It's a budget game, and it kind of filled in an open gap in Nintendo's schedule, but I still remember when this released, and it was like really easy to find people for everything. Now it's kind of hard to find people for any of the game modes unless you really, really look, and I mean, the popular ones are still popular, but can't really get a nice group of people around for last card, and some of the modes that people don't like are just completely inactive, and frankly, that sucks a little bit. I mean, it's a great game. I just wish I could play it with more people. It definitely seems like the kind of party game where you have to have a kind of like a group already together. Oh, I see what he's planning. Let's see, where's that? One of his bishops opened and killing my stuff. I don't fucking react to it, so let me see. Is there a better way to counteract this, or do I not have anything I can use to cut it off? Shit, am I just fucking screwed to take this hit unless I fucking do that even then? I don't know if I have a way to get rid of that. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Give me a second or two. I need a moment to think here. I don't think there's much of a way out of this. Stop fucking losing it. Fuck. All I know to do is that, and it's not really gonna help any. Fuck. God damn it, this is a bad start to a fucking chess round, immediately losing my fucking piece. I'm never very good at this, not that it's a big deal, I just don't have a lot of chess skill. Wait a second. Was that enough to get rid of it before? I thought for sure that wouldn't have reached, and I didn't bother with it. No, it didn't. Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Never mind, whatever. So, how's everybody doing today? Anything fun happening for you guys? I've been not really sure what to do. I've been not really having a lot of games that I want to play, and kind of just been like looking for whatever to look into. I watched a stream of like a really, really interesting game yesterday that didn't expect that I would like from one of my favorite streamers I've grown to like over, I don't know how long when I discovered him. His name is the number one Alex, or at least that's what his name was. He changed it. He was playing a game called Omori on his stream, and it's really interesting. It reminded me a little bit of Undertale. It wasn't quite the same, but it had like a similar vibe with how the game was set up. It was an indie RPG just like Undertale was, and it had, I don't know how to describe it, like you could kind of feel the emotion in the game, and it felt like a very, very good experience, like the kind of game that you're interested to keep seeing more of it, and it got me really hooked on it. I don't feel like I see that in indie games as much. Oh my god, I'm having a fucking mess of a match right now. I'm not doing any good at this. Jesus, I thought I was doing fine, because yesterday I came on to play a little bit and I ended up fucking doing fine. Now I'm here, can't even get fucking one piece moved in correctly to take away some of his. And I'm getting fucking massacred. It's fucking really bad. God damn it. Oh well, whatever. Oh, Mori. It's a really weird game. It's like how do I describe it? It's got a very particular like art style, and it's kind of psychological horror according to the devs. So I watched some of it. It does have some creepy moments. It's a pretty good looking game overall, though. It's very, very interesting and gets into like a very, very big thing about morals and the way the game's being told. Like, it's definitely something I can't really do justice just by talking about it on stream. I feel like if I wanted to give people something to look into it for a game, it'd be something like this. This game is absolutely something to look cool enough to check on. I'm fucked, aren't I? God damn it, this is not what I was hoping for. I was hoping I could fucking maybe find a way to do a better match. I'm fucking getting destroyed. Let's see. Give me a second or two. I mean, this last week has been pretty good. I've been feeling a lot more, I don't know how you'd say it, just like I've been feeling a lot more motivated about what I'm doing with my time. Like, I feel like I have more stuff that I want to do, and I feel more satisfied with what I'm doing. Like, I got a load off my shoulders, I feel like, with how depressed I was feeling, and suddenly I'm feeling a lot better after a bit of a mental pep talk, and feeling like the depression's lessened a little bit. I don't know if I can come back from this fucking loss. Give me a second. Let me look at my notepad. This is the problem I have. I need to work on. I'm not great at thinking up like things I want to talk of on the fly. I need time to like prep up like different subjects, and unfortunately I'm not the best at thinking of stuff when I'm in the middle of streaming, and it always ends up being a little awkward. Let me see. So, okay, I got a few things I want to bring up, a few different topics on my list that I'm seeing here. Give me a second while I kind of decide what I want to discuss first, I guess. Well, I guess here's one that'll be good for a little bit. So, you guys ever, like, had interest in doing stuff like, say, skydiving or whatever, or parachuting or anything like that? Like, anything seemingly dangerous or whatever, like, tried doing a risk-taking for something like that, like, I don't know how else to word this, like, you know, going out and doing something just to say you've been able to try it. I've never really had aspirations personally to do any of that stuff. It always, I might as well give up. I'm not gonna fucking get anywhere in this match. I'm just getting my fucking ass kicked. I'm gonna fucking try to get another opponent. I know when I'm beat, whatever, but yeah, I haven't thought about it. The whole thing that scares me about that kind of stuff is, like, I think with parachuting at least, I hear about people who have, like, their parachute snap, like, it's not super common, but it's not like it's super uncommon, that it's, like, not ever a thing. It's enough that it scares me into the thought of never wanting to try it, and also just being put in that position, knowing you get too nervous to actually pull the string correctly, it's like enough to make me think, yeah, I would never want to bother with that. Also, bungee jumping sounds kind of neat, although I don't think I could ever handle bungee jumping. The thing I hate about bungee jumping is it looks like it'd be fucking disorienting. Jump off of a little cord like that, and you feel all that motion at once where your body's being fucking slung down and then back upwards really quickly. Like, I don't know if I can see the appeal behind bungee jumping. I think I would fucking and probably freak out and feel like I want to vomit after experiencing it for even just a little bit. probably wouldn't be a super worthwhile experience overall. I don't know. It depends. I don't know if there's any, like, I'm thinking, like, anything actually would like to try that I haven't really dedicated to. One thing I remember that I've done, like, when I was younger, I guess it was where we lived, I actually have rode on, like, a little four-wheeler, what are they called, like, MTX or whatever, those little bikes, you know what I'm talking about, probably. It's not a hard term to hear of, but yeah, you ride on those, and basically, you can, like, ride it around on dirt roads or whatever. It's a very, very nice, it's like, thing to do. It's, I don't know if I'd say it's super risk-taking, but it's also somewhat dangerous, and it's fun. As long as you're careful, it's not too bad. I don't really try to get involved in things that are dangerous too often. I've thought about if I ever wanted to do anything kind of cool. Oh, yeah, great. Get two extreme ends of the spectrum. First, a guy who's fucking demolishing me with every move, and then some guy who rage quits the moment he loses his queen. Let me try one more time and see if I can get a chess match that I can actually finish without somebody running away on me. Whatever, though. I don't know. I'm curious about something. This I guess this kind of relates to what I was talking about here, but you guys swim? Like, do you guys mostly go swimming any, or do you guys not a swim and chat? Like, I'm curious, because I actually never properly learned how to swim when I was younger. I was always really, really bad at it. I've had multiple times when I was younger where I nearly drowned, and yeah, I won't lie, it kind of scared me away from going near water a little bit. I tried and like, actually learn how to swim. In fact, I think I actually went to a class for it and got better. I remember, I think I actually did learn how to swim. The problem is I didn't get around pools very much and didn't practice it, so I don't know how, but I kind of just, like, forgot and lost the ability to swim. Like, I did not practice enough, and I ended up not really getting into, like, any point where I could. Like, I think I tried to at one point, I nearly drowned again. I fucking avoided swimming because of that. I hate the idea of me getting in the water and then having another fuck up like that. I was bringing this up because I saw, like, a really, really interesting... Okay, I don't know why I did that. That was obviously a fucking bait, and I fucking took it like a fucking dumbass, whatever. Like, that's an easy kill for his knight there, whatever, though. Is this guy doing what I think he is? Is he trying to fucking set up for a fucking queen capture? I fucking hate when people start using these fucking stupid cheesy strategies just because they can. Whatever, though. Okay, I think we're still good. I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, shit, I thought I put him in the wrong spot and say, like, hey, you're not really helping by doing that. Oh, this fucker. You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna get rid of your fucking bishop, too, before you can do anything. You want to try that, buddy? Come on. I don't know. I've read on, like, Reddit where somebody argued that swimming should be a necessary life skill. I'm curious, how do you guys feel about that? I don't know if that's something I would personally say, but I do feel like, yeah, it helps, and it would be good to know to, like, teach your kids how to swim, just because the fact that if you have a kid and then they don't know how to swim, they get near water, then yeah, something bad could happen, and obviously that's not something you want to happen. You want things to be under control, and you don't want something terrible happening. It sucks, because I've experienced enough of swimming that I actually enjoyed it, but since I didn't practice it, I never really got to stay too good at it, and it was something I genuinely enjoyed, just, I guess I never put in enough time for it. Like, swimming was actually pretty good. Like, I remember when I swam when I was younger, and when you, like, swim underwater, I gotta say the feeling is actually fairly satisfying. It feels like got a fair amount of control and I could swim faster. I always had a good time when I did. Maybe one day I'll take classes again and try to learn how to swim all over again so I can actually hopefully retain it if I swim more. Let me see here. I'm just thinking. I got something I wanted to bring up actually yesterday, and I never remembered to talk about it until now. This is just a topic that I thought would be interesting for discussion. So, I don't know why I remembered to bring this up. I guess because I was like brainstorming for stuff I wanted to bring up. You guys ever have any like really bad experiences like insects when you're kids, or not even insects, just bugs in general, like really shitty experiences? I think a lot of people can usually relate into having at least one really, really bad experience with a bug where something goes wrong. I remember like one thing that was really common when I was younger, or was like, how do I describe this? But I mean, we had a lot of ants around where I live, and there were little ant hills for what in our area, I guess. What I should say, like in Texas, are called like fire ants, and fire ants are fucking awful. Pretty much everybody fucking hates fire ants for fair reason. Oh my god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Let me see. Let's do this right now. I don't think he's able to checkmate me like that, is he? Check. Can you fuck off with that? I mean, fucking whatever. I'm just gonna not worry about it right now and fucking try to concentrate. Anyway, like I was saying, our area is filled with like ant nests. So at least they're pretty common in Texas, and I think in the United States they're not super uncommon either. And there's one particular type of ant that is super aggressive that we have to deal with in Texas. They're called fire ants, and if you step on their nest, they will fucking swarm your feet, and they will sting the ever-living shit out of you. Dude, you're gonna fucking cause a goddamn stalemate because you won't fucking stop checking me. Anyway, like I was saying, I've had a few experiences where when I was younger, I accidentally fucking stepped on one of these nests, and let me tell you, it is one of the worst feelings ever when you get these ants on you. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to lose my piece at any point I take. Let me see before I continue talking, because I don't see anything, so might as well go down with the fucking pawn being taken. But yeah, like I was saying, fire ants are legit awful. They will swarm your feet if you step on their nest and go fucking crazy, and they fucking, like, I've had a lot of accidents when I was younger where I got bit by them. They fucking suck, and I mean a lot. And I've had at least, when I was younger, I was very bright in a few areas. You do dumb shit as a kid, obviously, and one point I remembered that I was messing around with one because I didn't realize what it was, and it was like kicking around the nest and thinking it was like just dirt or sand or something, and I ended up getting stung by it. It fucking hurt really bad. I've had some other experiences that really suck, like there's usually nests around our property, and also as a result of that, fucking like I've had to do a lot of work that I didn't want to for my dad making me do it, and well, needless to say, some shit's happened over some of these times. Like, at one point, I accidentally stepped into a fire ant nest while I was doing, like, watering plants, and I didn't want to. And, good God, the reaction from these ants was fucking instant, because they fucking immediately came up and started swarming my legs and started fucking attacking me. All because I accidentally stepped on their nest, and they were fucking furious and riled up about it. What in the fuck? Can this guy back off a little bit, please? I'm trying to think if I've had any others. Like, those ants are fucking terrible and I hate them, and those are probably the worst experiences I've had with any type of bugs in my area. Oh, lovely. This fucking guy, Jesus Christ. Come on, really? Wait, if I do this, it's not going to be a place I can guard from, though, but... Shit. Seriously? For all this fucking time? God damn it. Okay, fuck it, I'll come back to the chest a little bit later, and if we aren't doing good in the last match I attempt, then we'll just stop playing it. I'm just having a bad day in this game for chess, it seems like, because I've played it before and I've done a lot better. You guys ever have that, since we're talking about bugs, and I talked about ants already, which I think ants are usually not that bad, depending on the species, but yeah, you guys ever, like, had any extreme experiences with other bugs? Like, for instance, I know about, like, there's definitely people that I've heard of where end up accidentally, like, knocking a beehive off a tree, or God forbid, if some kid's dumb enough, you fucking stick your hand in the beehive and then piss the bees off. That is not something you want to do. I haven't had many bad experiences with bees as far as I can remember. I think maybe once, I remember when I was a kid, I didn't know what I was doing and tried to swat one and it got fucking pissy and stung me really quickly. I've ultimately been okay around them. I have to say there was a bug I really didn't like, though. I absolutely detest fucking wasps. They're the absolute worst. Wasps just, ugh. You can be minding your own business doing whatever, then fucking wasp will come up out of nowhere and decide that it's going to sting you. It's just like, why can't I just be left alone instead of fucking being attacked or being in the same room as the wasp? Not talking to you're in bed, your phone. That's alright, I guess. I don't mind. I'm not really too upset about it. I mean, I would like to have a little bit more chat interaction, but I don't find a problem with it as long as people are interested in enjoying the stream. Trying my best to keep things somewhat interesting, something interesting to talk about. Maybe get this dice back. Also, that's odd. Usually the, like, yacht dice is one of the more popular things in here, and usually you can find somebody who wants to play yacht dice in, like, 5 minutes. I'm surprised that nobody has tried to matchmake me on yacht dice yet. Okay, finally somebody did. Only problem I don't like with yacht dice, the fact that it's kind of RNG based, whether or not you get good rolls. Whatever, though. Let me see. Hold on one moment. Okay, I've got another thing we'll talk about. So, here's something that's kind of good. This kind of relates to something I was talking about. I think I talked about it yesterday, and something I want to do in general. It's about, like, thing I want to do for YouTube. I don't know how else to say this. Like, I want to expand what I'm doing with the channel and try to, you know, do new things, do some cool stuff with the channel, try to do something interesting with it, basically, and I want to expand it in several ways, like, I want to do one thing where we're doing YouTube nights in the future, and go watch YouTube videos and check out some cooler stuff like some other streamers I've seen do. Because it's not, like, it's a neat idea, and I figured it'd be cool to adapt for my streams, but also it's something that's flexible that can be messed around with a little bit. And also remember watching Vine Sauce, and he did like a segment on like commercials for like games and stuff, and I kind of think that'd be a fun thing to work with for doing another section. Did that guy just label his large straight as a 0 even though he had a small straight? Why would you blot out a slot for no reason? I don't know if that was an accidental misclick. I feel bad for him if it was, though. I mean, I wouldn't have blamed him for rage quitting, but also have a little bit of respect that he didn't rage quit immediately over that. Whatever. But yeah, I wanted to expand on some new sections like that, and I was going to bring up another thing that was on my mind. Here's something I thought was interesting. So, you guys find, like, any really good Photoshops, really funny ones, or you guys have any decent photoshopping skills? Like, I'm only asking this because I feel like that's something I want to try to work on myself, but also I figure that could be fun to goof around with. I don't know how I would intertwine this into a stream, but like something where we can explore like really dumb-looking Photoshop jobs or whatever, see like all the kind of interesting stuff people put up on the internet. I think I'd like to do something like that. Also, like looking at fake box art for video games is something I find to be really, really neat, and I don't know why, but I do enjoy seeing all the fakes people put up and seeing how good they are. You know what, let's just do the 4 right now or something, and then we'll worry about it later. I think I should have a bigger line of dice before I go for a large straight. There's so many good ones too. I've looked on like Reddit or whatever, and you can see some really fun-looking Photoshop jobs if you try. One of my favorites is like a community that's dedicated to like doing Photoshops, and on top of this, they will like, they'll basically put their Photoshop stuff in there, like an edit to the title, and they make the game look kind of funny on the cover, and it looks like it reads completely differently, and it looks surprisingly pretty good, pretty funny too. I enjoy seeing stupid Photoshops. Hang on a second, just make sure I didn't have my dice roll. I couldn't tell if I had my opponent here already use his, not yet. Bit of Photoshop. Or features Photoshop. My throat's bothering me a little bit, sorry about that. But yeah, I don't have any Photoshop experience myself because I'm not really good at it, but I'd like to get involved with it more. I'm bad about like cropping and shit when it comes to Photoshop, so I need to work on it. It's always cool to see people put up like really, really good Photoshops and make some impressive looking fake images if you know what you're doing with Photoshop. Obviously, I don't know if I'd say I have the skill to do that, even if I did get better. Seems a little hard to pull off. Yeah, we can do that sometimes for the hell of it. I've been thinking on like a lot of things I want to do at the channel. One of the things I've been thinking about for like a... Oh, great. Of course, he blots out the wrong slot and then he gets a fucking yacht. Alright, whatever. I mean, 30 points is a pretty big fuck up, so I'm still got a fair chance to catch up even if I don't yacht at any point. Anyway, let me see here. Wait, no, that's right, and I've already got the large straight. I don't need to be paying attention to that. Anyway, where was I? I've had a lot of things on my mind of, like, potential stream stuff I wanted to do that I was thinking of running by you guys. There's a few ideas I found that I think will be really fun. Like, for one, I want to do... How do I word this? I want to do, like, a fan fiction reading at some point. Like, we want to have it where I can look up fan fictions, find really bad fan fictions, and try reading them just to see how dumb they are and get a laugh out of it. I feel like that'd be a thing that'd be fun, and it could be good for community input, and like, people could recommend stories. It's always fun to sit down and read a fanfic, and then you find one particularly bad, and it's bad enough to make you fucking crack up and start fucking laughing like a hyena. That's always funny. Dunya, please! Fucking god, I'm kind of... I really enjoy watching the Vinesaw streams. I couldn't bring myself to watch yesterday's because I was fucking deadbeat tired, but goddamn, Vinny knows how to make people laugh. By the way, since I'm talking on Vinesauce, and I'm pretty sure I've already linked it to I'm linked it to Melee Kirby here already. Like, if any you guys listen to the like Super Ghostbusters thing that Joel did, it was fucking really fucking stupid. Like, I don't know how to word it. It's a fucking really, really dumb, like, satirical album he did where there's a whole bunch of really stupid sounding songs, and they're all, like, based on Ghostbusters. They're all, like, intentionally really, really dumb sounding, and, how do I word this? Like, like, it's obviously meant to be not taken seriously. Yeah, I remember some really stupid fucking songs, and they're like, oh no, there's a ghost in my burger! Or fucking, one point it's like, talking about some dumb shit, like calling the police for ghosts, and you hear the fucking monologue in the video going like, I remember what exactly he said. It was like they come over to his house, and then they freaked him out, and he shoots them, and it's like, Oh no, it's murder! It's fucking funny as fuck. The dumbest shit I've ever listened to, and yet it's still fucking hilarious. I fucking love it. Oh god. New Zero animation went up not too long ago. I might check that out. I've been, like, slowly watching more of Zero stuff. I only discovered his, like, Twitch, like, not so long ago, and I gotta say, Zero's pretty good. I don't really watch it too often, but yeah, that guy has a really, really good way of making some incredible animations, so I enjoy watching his stuff, and his Varg Skeleton stuff is really good, so thanks for the heads up. I'll probably look into that a little later and see if I can and see what the newest one's like. I'm probably not gonna win this yacht dice. I started off with a decent roll, and now we're fucking going downhill more and more every fucking roll. Great. Can't get anything worthwhile. Whatever. You gotta be fucking kidding me. What do I do here? I need the yacht, I think, if I'm gonna have a chance of beating him. I mean, I might be able to beat him without it, but I'm gonna pray to God I can get the fucking bonus and the yacht. Let me see. I'm thinking here on what I was gonna say, actually. I got sidetracked a little bit. Oh yeah, there was something new I wanted to try this week, actually, that I almost forgot about completely, that I figured it'd be fun. I'm hoping I'll have time for it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it set up or not, but I wanted to do something where I took some time, and the idea would be that I would set up like a browser thing, probably easy enough to work with, just to get Chrome ready and maybe be able to play music, and figured we'd do something where we browse like on SCP, and then we can read certain SCP entries and see all the crazy shit on the SCP page and see all the different entries that are worth looking at. Yeah. Fuck yes, I knew I could get a yacht if I tried, and that's actually gonna boost my points a lot. There we go. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but that'll at least put me a little closer. But yeah, I like SCP. SCP is pretty fun to read, and there's also some pretty good, like, entries for SCP, so I would actually be down to read that, and I also want to read it just for some of the really dumb comical entries. If you guys have ever, like, looked at SCP, there's some really fucking stupid shit on there that's pretty good and pretty funny to read. Not all of it's great. I mean, I've seen some fucking fantastic SCP entries. I forget what the number is. There's one that's really fucking funny, even though it's just stupid. And it's like, there's a fucking hand in a toilet or something. It's fucking called the Butt Ghost or whatever. Let me see if I can find it and just, like, check what the entry said. It's supposed to be something really goddamn stupid. 1 second, I'm gonna look this up, the Butt Ghost. This one's funny as fuck. Let's see. Alright, it talks to you. I forgot. It talks to you when you poop. That was the thing that was, like, supposed to be funny about it. Let me see. And also, it's apparently screams when you're pooping. There's, like, more to it, but I don't want to read the entire thing. So I think that'll be worth reading for when I actually, like, or if I actually sit down and do a stream of this stuff. I feel like that'd be something I would want to do, is read this stuff with you guys. I think it'd be more fun that way. Also, I'm fucked, aren't I? There's no way I'm going to fucking catch up to this guy. I'm fucking dead no matter how hard I try. SCP's fucking great. I could look through it quite a bit and probably not find too short of, like, good entries to read up on. Another one that I think is really, really good that I remember was, what's its name again? I can't remember. It's like based on, like, a certain person or whatever, and it's like this guy on the staff, I think, and it's basically anything he drives will become lethal. It doesn't matter or like what it is. It can drive even a fucking lawnmower, I'm pretty sure, and end up causing a fucking accident. Like, the idea is that you don't get on the fucking get on the vehicle with this thing, whether it be like a bus or a car or whatever. Every time there's people in a vehicle with it, they always end up fucking dying in the end. None of them ever survive. One of the more interesting fucking SCP entries. Fucking funny reading about how, like, the buses or whatever fucking end up, like, catching on fire and fucking going through, like, landmines and shit while he's driving them. There was something else if I could remember what it was. I think it was like, oh yeah, I remember there was one where it was talking about a hypothesis that they made where they tried giving him roller skates to see what would happen. And he fucking flew through like a building with roller skates and fucking leveled the building. It's this kind of shit that makes me enjoy reading SCP shit. It's just really fucking stupid, really over-the-top, dumb BS. It's like, really fucking funny. I genuinely enjoy, like, reading that stuff. I think it'd be good for a stream or two. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? You guys like SCP, or you guys not really care about it? Interested to hear opinions on this. I think I'm gonna look into doing this week, probably. Give me a second or two while we're sitting here waiting. Anyway, I was meaning to do... Oh, you know, I actually forgot to get my fucking Discord link for anybody who wanted to watch it on my Discord server. I need to go grab my link right now before I forget. It's gonna take a second or two, but it won't be too long. Copy, and 1 second. There we go. Okay, takes care of that. Anyway, let's see, where were we? Oh, perfect. I got a 5 here that I can use. That'll do very nicely. And then, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there we go. Cool. Playing as the AI is just not as satisfying as playing as the human players. Whatever, though. Let's see. I'm trying to think on other stuff I wanted to bring up. That was just a few things. I've been meaning to talk about that kind of stuff for a little bit. Yeah, I know some of you guys stream here. I know for a fact Melee Kirby here does. You guys, like, I'm curious, anybody else here, if there's anybody listening, I don't know if there's anybody else actually, but you guys stream any, or if not, like, have any ideas you've tried for streams or suggested in, like, streamers, just, like, fun things? Actually, I remember one thing that I forgot about that I've seen on Twitch more recently that I think is kind of cool. There's been, like, some more shows I've heard of. I guess shows would be the right word. I said that without actually thinking about it, but, like, I know that Hive Mind thing ended up becoming, like, fairly popular recently with, I think, Critical's one of the posts on it, and I don't remember the other guy's name. I think he's called Ludwig or something. I don't pay enough attention to, like, most of the big name Twitch people, so, I mean, whatever. Don't really care about getting involved with, like, a whole lot of streamers in the first place. It's pretty interesting. It's like a thing where they do, like, stuff based on Twitch chat and you're answering questions. Hive Mind was pretty interesting to watch. There was something else, if I could remember what, that was an interesting concept for a game show. It was like, what was it called, if I could remember? Fuck, I don't know the name of it. I didn't think on it and probably look it up if I could even find it. It's basically, the idea is that you go on this dating show, and then you're supposed to, like, be paired up with somebody, and at the end, it's like you get a choice of going on a blind date with this person, or you can choose to decide for, like, a channel host in the end. And then if you choose, like, the host ends up hosting your channel and rating with, like, all the viewers there. So it's like a big choice of, do I take the viewers or do I go for love? It's like kind of a moral-based thing. Really, really interesting. I haven't seen it, but I think like, just the descriptor alone of it's enough to make me interested, but I don't really know exactly what channel does it. Otherwise, I would, like, make sure to mention it. I wouldn't mind checking it out, though, to see, like, what all is on there and see if it's any good, see how well it is. Like, I don't really pay much attention to, like, talk shows and stuff on Twitch, to be honest. I watch them sometimes. I mean, I guess this is more of a game show. Speaking of game shows, I'm curious, just out of general curiosity, because of, like, I know you watch Vine Sauce, Melee Kirby, so anybody here watch Kit Boga any? I'm curious. I'd say his content is kind of similar to, like, a talk show. I like Kit Boga a lot. I think his videos are very good. There's something really, really funny and really, really good about seeing Kit Boga, like, go on calls and then screw with scammers. I think it's just the fact that as you watch, it's funny to watch how angry these scammers get. And then sit there watching him waste their time, and they get, like, visibly more angry, like, the longer he keeps going on the call. It's always fucking good stuff. Man's a really good guy, honestly. Helping the world out a lot by keeping these scammers away from... What's the right word for this? Well, keeping scammers away from innocent people, like old ladies or old men or anybody really who's gullible enough to fall for their BS and then get preyed on. These people are fucking shitty in the first place to be trying to leech off of people who don't know any better for their fucking scams. Ugh. Oh, we nearly got another yacht potential. I will... Wait a second. Is this worth it? You know what? Yeah, we should try. I've got to give it a shot here. Yes, good. I got the yacht. Cool. Fuck yes. In one single attempt at it. Good shit. Good shit. Haven't seen his content. He's good. I wouldn't say really have to watch, but I mean, if you have any interest in Kit Boga, definitely look into his stuff. The guy is fucking fantastic and makes some goddamn great streams, and I haven't really watched his highlights, but I genuinely like his content. Kit Boga is fucking fantastic. Probably one of my favorite Twitch users, to be honest. He's just a good streamer. I have a lot of Twitch streamers I do like, though, so I mean, might be playing favorites a little bit unintentionally. Let's see here. That is such a weak full house. I don't know if I should bother with this. I think I'm just going to take the fucking sixes and hope for a better full house to pop up than the one that I just got. Okay, like I was saying, and I'm going to take a different topic anyway. How do you guys feel about roleplay stuff? Do you guys watch any streams that have that on, like, as the focus, or do you guys not care for it? There's been, like, a lot of, like, roleplay content that's been getting really big on Twitch over the recent years. I think last year, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, I think around last year there was, like, big roleplay thing that caught on with, like, GTA 5 RP, and people were doing something on a server called NoPixel, like, super realistic kind of roleplay where they were supposed to stay in character, like, the whole time, and try to make it like they were actually a person in the game instead of, like, just an ordinary person, like, they'd stay on script, like, the whole time. It was, like, pretty much, like, part of the server rules for the server they were playing on. It was really, really fascinating to watch and really, really interesting overall. Like, I genuinely thought it was a very, very good watch. Twitch content in general. Vinny and GDQ. Yeah, I guess I do more because I feel like I need some sort of entertainment, and I don't really have anything else I use. I don't have, like, a lot of other substance I use for, like, spending time except really just playing video games, so Twitch is like a natural thing for me. It's always been either wasting time doing shit on the internet or playing video games, and Twitch is just an easy way to find something worth checking out on, or checking up on, like, finding anything interesting when I don't have anything better to do, so I've ended up using Twitch quite a bit. I think, actually, in terms of Twitch stuff, something that's, like, gotten kind of big recently has been, like, Rust roleplay, as I mentioned that. Like, I know there's some server called, like, OTP. I've been watching a little bit of it, like, when the guy I mentioned earlier, that number one Alex person was doing it. There's a lot of fun stuff to watch in the roleplay stuff that goes on with that. I really enjoy it. I don't know why. I feel like seeing somebody do this kind of stuff and going, like, extremely overboard and, like, staying in character the entire time they're actually, like, the entire time they're streaming or on a server is very, very good and, like, very, very funny. Usually you can find some stuff that's absolutely worth your time, and definitely worth watching when you check it out. Like, a lot of people I've seen do it are very, very professional at it. I kind of wish I had the talent for it myself, but I doubt I could fucking handle it. I have trouble keeping my commentary decent enough for normal standards. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to make it on fucking acting for like an entire hour or two or more. You gonna pick your role guy? No. I don't even get why he's fucking marking a choice column, to be honest. He could have just taken the lower 6 and you'd still get the bonus, but whatever. God damn it. None of these are fucking good for me. I just need a good 4 or 5. At least I can take the choice if I need it. Speaking of GDQ, I wonder how that's been going. I haven't paid attention to GDQ in a while, actually. It's not like it's bad, but I just don't have the same love for it that I used to. God damn. Got the bonus without even getting my hands on any 4s at all. Now I can afford to lose a second slot without even fucking thinking about it. Alright then. I think didn't they move to like a format where for GDQ they were doing like all online or something? At least that's what I remember hearing about online at some point, that they were doing online because of the virus. I've been a little less eager to watch it lately, not like avoiding it that much, but I mean, I remember like not so long ago I heard about like some shit that was going on with GDQ and like how supposedly, that there was like some corruption in GDQ where like some of the founders were like holding back some of the money that holding back some of the money that GDQ was making and like saving it for themselves instead of donating it to charity. It's like, wow, could you be any more of a scumbag if you're actually fucking keeping the money and using it for corrupted shit instead of using it for like a good purpose? It's like, I can't help but look down on that, and it's like, hearing that there's like problems of GDQ in the recent years, it's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to keep watching it as much. It's like, maybe they've gotten over this and changed things by now, but it's pretty bad when you hear about this kind of crap in the first place. I don't know, makes you really change your perception of them in the first place. Like, sorry for repeating myself, but yeah, makes you really think about like why you're watching it and if it's really worth it. Whoops, I should take this 5 probably and see if I can get anything good out of it. Come on. If I get 6s, that'd be really good. I don't really care though, I've already won. Okay, good enough. I wonder, I'm thinking on like other speedrun stuff that goes on every year, if there's anything interesting I could talk about with that. You know, the one thing I really don't like about GDQ, not really a big deal, they're seem really strict on the rules, and like, it's not really a big deal to begin with, but like, seeing how they get angry over the slightest bit of swearing and shit like that is like, really? Is it really that big of a deal? They have a lot of really strange rules in place, and also their chat room is a fucking mess. It's impossible to read shit in GDQ chat. I don't know. I still like watching it every now and then, but I've definitely not paid the same amount of attention to it. I think there's like a Mario thing where like there's a group of streamers that do like all the mainline Mario games every year, and I watched that not that long ago. Pretty fun little speedrunning thing to check out. I wish I could remember the name of it, but it was good. Just thinking on other talking points, because I never did finish all the games in here. Maybe next stream or something, if I do this, might go back and play the ones I've never touched on for. I need to. It's a good game, honestly. I don't know why I stopped playing it. You know, I kind of want to see DLC come out for Clubhouse. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see, like, a little bonus update where we get, like, 5 to 10 new games. I'm sure if they didn't want to ruin the title, they could amend the title with, like, something like plus more or something at the end, like something that makes it so they could add new games to it without actually being confusing and making it clear that this is a DLC update and that actually adds on. There's still like the original 51 and it works out. Apparently, original Clubhouse games had like a few things that didn't even make it into like this version of rather than not heavy things that didn't make it in. Shit, I haven't played Solitaire in a while. I'm gonna be able to do this correctly. It's been too long since I've played this. We'll just see how things go, though. I don't see any openings right now for movement. Okay, I need to do that, apparently. Really? One card? Okay, whatever. Mario Marathon. Yeah, I watched that before. I think there might be more than one community that does the marathons, actually. They're both pretty good, though. I do enjoy that. It's always nice to find, like, good streams like that or good charity stuff. Actually, speaking of charity, you guys watch that Desert Bus thing that happens every year? It's like a charity where they do, like, streams of Desert Bus, like, once every year. I don't know if this is... Yeah, this should help. I mean, if I'm not going to get stuck again, I don't really care if I win or not. I just want to keep my game moving while I wait on somebody to connect to me. I know the Desert Bus community, like, that's a fucking amazing accomplishment in my opinion. I've thought of playing that before. I couldn't stand the idea of sitting there playing Desert Bus for fucking hours on end, hoping I wouldn't get bored and just, like, probably nodding off playing the game. I remember when I watched the, like, AVGN review of it, that game looked so goddamn boring. That shows a lot of fucking skill. Be able to sit through that entire game and then not have any problems whatsoever trying to pay attention to it. I've got to say, that's challenging. They made the game so fucking cheat-proof, too. Isn't there like a VR remake of that? I know there is, actually. I don't know if that's any good or not, I wonder. Thought of trying that. I don't think I could handle 8 hours of Desert Bus, though. Okay, give me a second or two. I don't know, I'm just thinking right now. Let me see. Where was I on my thing? Give me one moment. Oh, actually, you know, I forgot. I was talking about it earlier. I was talking about, like, DLC stuff. I should have brought this up, like... So, what are some good game DLCs out there you guys have seen? I don't think I've discussed this too much, but, like, best... This, like, made DLC, or maybe not wording it like that, but you know what I'm getting at. Basically, DLC that's actually really well done and has, like, a lot of thought put into it. I feel like I don't see a whole ton of those when I look around on the internet. I feel like they're somewhat uncommon. I mean, there's definitely plenty of good game DLCs out there. I think when a game DLC is, like, fairly fleshed out and doesn't feel like it's meant to be part of the main game, that's usually where DLC shines. But if you're just adding a DLC to a game, it's like not actually adding anything of value, then yeah, I would say it's kind of a bad DLC. I don't really use DLC too much. Like I said on a bunch of other streams, like, I kind of agree with the general opinion that using DLC, like, it feels a little odd going back to a game with DLC. Like, it feels like sometimes that experience is already over and you don't really want to go back to it later again. You'd rather be able to experience, like, fresh new experiences. I don't know. I'm not against DLC by any means, but I can definitely say that I feel like, yeah, DLC is one of those things where you have to have it done right. Also, having it released timely is actually, like, a really big thing, too. If you get your DLC out where it feels like it's still perfectly natural, then yeah, everything's gonna feel a lot better. I don't know. DLC is a hard thing to talk about. I don't really feel like the Breath of the Wild DLC was honestly amazing. It wasn't terrible. It was okay, though. Let me see, is there another move I can take here? Okay, I guess I'll just do this then, like this thing. I see. Okay, cool. Let's see. The Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, actually, when I'm thinking on that term, like, that was actually fairly well done and something I enjoyed. Not sure if it's that great. I guess I've still got a little more left, considering the fact that I want to get shiny hunting done. Kind of burned out on that. That was good, though. Crown Tundra, in particular, actually made me feel like I had a reason to go back to what I was doing and actually... What was it again? 5? No, that wasn't it. Or was it? Yeah, I guess it was. Okay, cool. But yeah, Crown Tundra's good. A lot of extra activity. Get all these legendaries you can hunt. Get... I don't see legendaries easier to shiny hunt. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot else besides like the fact there's more like Pokemon to collect, but it's a pretty decent DLC, I'd say. Definitely one of my favorites I've played in some time, actually. Alright, that's all fine. 5, where's the 6 at? There it is. Cool. Make sure I get this moved. Oh, coming along very slowly. 1 second. DLC that I played that I like. I'm trying to think on other good ones. I always liked how Valve did free DLC. Valve's DLC feels like it's done well. Like, Left 4 Dead has really good DLC. Oh, sweet, we finished it and we actually got it. Okay, cool, although... I don't know, what did I search for again? It's been like a little bit and I don't remember, actually. Not DLC particularly, but Mario Maker's got good free updates. I always enjoyed checking out the new things in Mario Maker 1 and 2. Namely, Mario Maker 2. Okay, I guess nobody's going to play Last Card. I thought maybe somebody would want to connect and play it, but evidently not. We'll just do another game mode instead, if I can figure out what I want to play, actually. Is there a good one that's worth playing for a second or two, or playing for a little bit? Maybe do another untried dots and boxes again. I'm curious how people think about the Zelda DLC for Breath of the Wild, actually. That was pretty good. It wasn't perfect. I didn't enjoy it a whole lot, but I mean, felt like Breath of the Wild had fairly interesting DLC. The Trial of the Master Sword was pretty fun. Master Mode's not something I particularly liked, but extra content where it wasn't too bad. I mean, I wish I could have got proper, like, actual dungeons, though. That would have been much more satisfying. But, alas, not likely. It didn't happen at any point. See here. I'm unfortunately, like, I guess I haven't played as many games as I thought in recent years. I don't know why I have trouble thinking of DLC, or maybe it's just there's not a lot of noteworthy ones. Some of the better DLC is probably, like, stuff that you can play where you can make sure you can get a lot of time out of it, and stuff where, like, standalone DLC is actually really good in my opinion. I enjoy seeing what kind of cool, creative standalone DLC people make. Oh no, you're not gonna catch me off guard like that. Let's see here. Anyway, like I said, where was I? I guess we'll come back to the DLC thing a little bit later and talk about it more, because I don't have anything I particularly remember out of DLC that I wanted to bring up. I thought I'd be able to bring a little more up, but turns out that's a no. There we go. Let's see here, 1 second while I look at my stuff again. Actually, shit, I need a moment or two. I was gonna look and then I realized I needed time to focus. Okay, I guess that's good. Let's see. Oh, here's something that'll be good in just a second. Something that'll be probably worth talking about. Something that'll be somewhat interesting. What's some stuff you guys have dealt with that's like really, really annoying and like, say, job interviews, like really, really irritating stuff that people ask on like questions. We're not asking questions, you know what I'm trying to say though, you know what I'm getting at. That kind of thing. Stuff that's not fun to put up with. I've been to a lot of job interviews, and I remember that, like, One thing I never liked about job interviews, you get chastised for asking about, like, pay in job interviews. That's something that never sat well with me, seeing how the fact that ask one question they don't like, and then it ends up being a fucking serious problem for like, it's really just the interview that makes it a big deal in the first place. It's not a very fun thing to deal with. Just annoying, like seeing somebody get angry at you for asking a simple question. Oh, great. Is he gonna... Wait a second. I can't do it that easy if he's doing this. I think he needs to have more to work with than that. Yeah, it should work. Oh, wait. Oh, I gotta hit another line. Shit. Let's see here. 1 second. This is definitely more... It's like this requires more concentration than it looks like, I'll say that much. Hey, god damn it. That's what I hate about dots and boxes. Fucking ends up at the... Oh, wow, okay. I guess that works. I see what kind of game he's playing here, trying to get everything. Oh, this is making me more nervous than it should, actually. I don't know why. You guys ever get that where you're playing a game and then you start screwing up and it fucking makes you get real tense? I fucking hate that feeling. Doing your best. Doesn't even have to be a competitive game. Just fucking easy to fucking lose your nerve. You're gonna move the fucking thing and just pick? I don't understand what that was all about, but okay. I think I see what he's trying to do to me, though. See if this actually works as well as I want it to. So if I do this... Nope! Not taking it. Or did I fuck myself over? Fuck. I may have by accident. Fuck! God damn it, I fell for a fucking trap. Anyway, whatever, I'll just think of something else I want to bring up right now. So, where was I? I had something... Oh yeah, we're talking about job interviews. What's some stuff you guys don't like you've had to deal with in job interviews? Like, really annoying things. I'm curious. One thing I can remember is like, yeah, it seems like you're judged incredibly harshly based on what you ask for job interviews. I never liked that about job interviews. That always bothered me a lot. It's just not fun, like having to think out every response and be careful and prep for everything, even if you're not careless. So you can ask one wrong question, then everything falls apart. I fucking hate that about job interviews. Something I wish wasn't even a problem in the first place. I don't know. Just like, shouldn't be in trouble for wanting to know like a few borderline details about the job, or you don't meet their qualifiers, they end up not wanting to pick you. It just feels really, really disheartening to not get a job just because you didn't answer the way somebody wanted you to. Also, I remember one point I got turned down in a job interview because I apparently wasn't smiling enough. That's something that I find to be kind of bullshit and do not like. It's just like, really? You're gonna judge somebody who's nervous and trying to fucking do their best purely because they didn't fucking smile while they were doing their interview? Also, I've had like an experience where I was answering a question honestly about like what I wanted to do in the future. They asked me about like, where do you see yourself in X or Y years? And I answered truthfully saying that I wanted to go up to college, and of course that was enough to make them upset. It's like, really? That's really going to be what ticks you off, is that I feel like I want to be able to move my life forward and not be stuck with fucking staying at a company my entire life for like a job I want to make money off of, but not really be stuck doing forever. It's like, yeah, that's kind of lame how that's a thing in the first place. Like,
Why is being honest considered such a bad thing in a job? I don't understand that. I get wanting loyalty and all, but ugh. I don't know. Also, another thing that's a pet peeve of mine, fucking jobs where you have to sign up and they have like a little thing and they ask you for how much experience you have in like the area. It's like, you're really gonna ask me my expertise on something if I'm trying for the first time or whatever and try to get an answer on me that way? It's like, what if how am I supposed to get a job that requires experience? And this is like namely in clerical jobs from what I remember. Like, how am I gonna get this job in the first place if every job I try to apply for expects you to have experience beforehand? Where the fuck are you expected to work at where you can get that kind of job experience? Because I'm sure as fuck not seeing anywhere where I can sign up and try to get proper job experience. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I've never found, like, any companies that are reasonable at that shit. It's always annoying when that happens, too. It doesn't feel good, that's all. Let's see here. While we're on the topic of jobs and job interviews and whatnot, what's the worst job you guys have considered like applying for? Just a thing I thought would be worth bringing up. I think something I don't care about getting involved with, period. One job I don't think I would like would be doing like janitorial work. I feel like janitorial work is something that's not very easy or very fun, just annoying to put up with and would not be a good source of like income. It feels like the kind of job that's like not got a lot of respect, so have to really be prepared if you take that kind of job. Make sure you're able to actually handle all the stress that comes with it. Think that'll work? Let me see. Find out in a second. Not gonna give him an inch if I don't have to. Need a bit of concentration. I don't know why I'm so silent when I'm playing these games. I guess I really do zone out and focus on concentrating a little bit too much. Let me analyze my movements here before I continue. If I do this, he gets that. Is that going to do anything for me? I don't think it's going to hurt me. Let me see. God, this is way too tense for a fucking game of fucking drawing boxes and making them fucking work together. Like, more intense than it should be. Way more intense than it should be. Go ahead and pick one already. What are you waiting for? This guy's way too good at dots and boxes. Is this guy just like waste all his time on it? I don't know. It's like he's planning his movements really carefully, and I feel like I've already been beaten again. Can't even tell. Let's see what he does. See, I never wanted to get into janitorial work or fast food. Fast food just seems like the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, it's not a kind of job that seems like it's good. I'm sure the pay's probably okay, but sitting there dealing with customers yelling at you is not something I'd want to put up with. Never wanted to do like customer support as a result of that. Always seems like a really unfun thing to experience. Just dealing with really angry customers all the time. I don't know. Plus, you have to be quick and cook decently for the food or fry it or whatever. I do have to say, fast food workers or people who work at restaurants in general deserve a lot of credit. Fucking Christ. I thought maybe I did something right and I ended up getting fucking decimated. I just want to have one more good note to end the stream on, and I can only get fucking this great. Okay, let's try another one, since this guy is apparently some sort of pro at dots and boxes. I was planning to do not a whole lot today in Clubhouse, but I wanted to do at least a little bit and try to have a pleasant time playing, so yeah, I wanted to make it interesting and fun for you guys. Let's do a round of Mancala and close off, maybe. Oh, here's another topic for a little bit. This will probably be something I'll bring up again on another stream, but you guys ever thought about joining the military? It's something that's like really, really pushed on you when you're like younger, at least in America, like not necessarily all the time, but when you're like up to like high school. I remember we had like people coming by our school and like asking us to join the military, and it got kind of pushy, and it's like I don't really feel like I want to join the military. Sorry, I just don't have that kind of interest in it personally. I don't think it's worth it the way some people do. It's not a bad looking job. You get decent perks for it, but I never wanted to do something where I have to risk my life for a living. It doesn't feel like something I'd be comfortable with, you know? Putting your life on the line every day. Then what if you get something going wrong and you actually do end up dying? It's like, yeah, nobody wants to put up with the idea of suddenly not being there anymore just because they were kind of careless when it came to how they did in like the line of duty. I don't know. I just genuinely think working a military job wouldn't be a lot of fun. I'm not gonna fucking go for doing more than this right now. I want to be able to survive this, and this guy is playing pretty damn good at Mancala, actually. I mean, really good. That's something I hate about, like America, not in general, I guess it's probably more than America. I don't like the idea of, like, war and, like, getting drafted to go off to war. I think the idea of being forced to go to war against your will is actually really, really incredibly lame, and something I just genuinely think it should always be a choice. You shouldn't have to be signed up for it. It should be something you get to pick. It's like, people want to throw their life away for the sake of the country and do their best to try and defend it. That's all cool, but for those of us who just want to mind our own business, we should totally have the option whether or not we want to sign up for going to war or not. I don't think it's worth it personally, and for good reason. I just don't think it's something I'd want to do, that's all. I have respect for all the people out there working on and like doing stuff for military or whatever, trying to make the world a better place. Definitely not an easy job, but still. War in general is just terrible. Fucking hurts people, separates families, that kind of stuff. Things you wouldn't want to see. Just things that are nasty and not very good, in my opinion. Also, when you watch, like, movies about this, it's not a pleasant thing to watch, honestly. It just feels really, really terrible seeing people suffer because of war. Am I gonna lose this? Fuck, I thought I was clear. I'm not actually sure anymore. You should move your fucking thing. You're not going to get it away. I'm gonna fucking get some of these marbles back. Unless you do it now, I don't know. Even then. Oh, fuck. You know, I didn't think I'd be feeling like I was getting competitive at playing board games today. This was like the least likely thing I figured I'd be, like, feeling like I was a little stressed over, and yet here we are, still doing this, and surprisingly still going, and a little bit uncertain how the ending's gonna be here. Is that going to capture my pieces if I don't do anything, or I guess I'll find out in a second if I can capture anything. Let's see what happens, actually. 2? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know why I can't remember what I was gonna bring up. I mean, yeah, war sucks. Oh god, I didn't even fucking notice that I had fucking a capture right in front of me there. Fucking goddamn it. Can I just have a single round of something go good for one time in my life instead of fucking losing today on a gigantic losing streak? I'll do one more session of this. I never have this kind of bad luck with this game normally. That's the funny part. I can play this in my spare time and things will go pretty alright. But when it comes to playing on stream, everything just goes to shit. You guys experience that any if you stream? Like your luck just turns on its head and you fucking fail and sit there suffering if you're trying to play a game while you're streaming it? It happens to me more than I'd like, and I feel like it's a common thing. I don't know. I've heard other people who stream basically say the same thing, and I can definitely say that I feel like I can relate to that. So, yeah, I feel like I totally understand that, and I don't actually fucking like the idea of goddamn losing all the time on stream. I don't know. Feels unsatisfying. Spend all my time practicing and then I just turn to shit when I actually need to play good. Speaking of that kind of stuff, actually... Hold on a second. Yeah, I think we're good. I just need to move this over a little bit further. Anybody attend into tournaments, like, back in the day, or, like, even not back in the day, but just, like, in general, turning tournaments and then seeing what you can do with them? Capture. I'm just curious to hear. I think I've tried a few before, like Smash Bros. I never got into many fighting games. I always liked Smash a lot, though, and I enjoyed it. I always wanted to play more Smash. Just a fun game to play in general. Let's see. That wouldn't even last me enough to get over there. Let's just try the 9, I guess. But yeah, Smash is good. I remember I tried, like, once when I was younger to try and beat like people at a Smash tournament for like an early copy of Brawl. Got really far. I only played Falco though, and surprised how good it went. Not perfect, but it was actually better than you'd think it was. Like it went fairly decent overall. Like I actually found myself having a decent time with what I was doing. My god, I'm just getting fucking people who are like pros at this game today, like the actual fuck. How am I getting smoked so bad in this game? Any second, move your fucking pieces. I'm dead, there's no way. He's got too many fucking moves on me. I played, unfortunately, not as good as I could have. What's this gonna do? Is this gonna be another piece or what? Fuck, I'm dead. Okay, I guess I'll fucking just stop playing Mancala after this round. I don't know if I can even muster up another win. This has been a really, really bad session for me for some reason. And though normally I don't play this poorly. This one's in general. Talkative today? Alright, I understand. Go through the same thing every now and then. It's not a fun experience to deal with. And Jesus, I got fucking demolished. I'm gonna look at the fucking catalog one more time and see if there's another game I want to try playing before we just stop. I don't know what it is about going on with me today, but I'm feeling like I can't fucking find the right words for what I want to talk about. Like, I've got things that are on my mind that I want to discuss, but like, trying to convey everything I'm thinking of isn't very easy. I hate that feeling, too. Is there nothing short on here that won't last more than, like, 5 minutes? I thought there would be. You know what? We might just have to stop here. I'm not certain, though. We'll try and do one more attempt at Mancala. Whoops, wrong thing. Yeah, do one more Mancala attempt and we'll stop. Let me see here. 1 second. Oh, I remember something I was going to talk about. It's not really a big deal. This is another small topic for anything to discuss for a little bit. You guys like seeing parody stuff? Parody movies or parody videos or whatever, those kind of things? I always enjoy watching that kind of stuff. I don't see them very often. I don't know if parody is the right word for it. There is one thing I remember I watched that I actually do like that's pretty good. Like, Monty Python is actually pretty good. I only got into it, like, I guess a few years back when a friend introduced me to it. I remember hearing about it, and oh my god, I wish I'd checked it out sooner. The Monty Python skits are fucking stupid, and I love seeing how dumb they are. Like, there's some fucking great goddamn jokes in there. Fucking need to rewatch some of those movies. Still want to get around to doing stuff with, like, viewers where we watch, like, movies or shows or whatever at some point, and I never really got around to it. Maybe that should be a goal for the future, though, where we watch stuff I've really been meaning to, and I just never bother for some reason. I don't know why. I think the only one I've seen, I'm not, like, something on Monty Python, the only one I can remember that I've watched is that I've watched, it's like that Life of Brian, I think, or whatever it's called, that one. That one was pretty good, and I enjoyed it. A lot of goofy stuff in it, too. I could name, like, a lot of the skits that I remember really, really well. Like fucking Biggest Dickus, that one's fucking stupid as fuck and really fucking funny. Was that the name of the, like, person who was talking or what? I think he's talking about a friend or something. Oh yes, I have a very close friend. His name is Biggest Dickus. Stupid as fuck. And his wife, Incontinent, what's it called? I can't remember her name. I think it's Incontinental Virginians or something. Something really fucking stupid sounding. It was really dumb. Part of what makes Monty Python so funny is the humor is so goddamn stupid that it actually feels like it actually can, like, get an unexpected laugh out of you. I always, like, make it for that reason. And yet I've only really seen one of their movies, and that's it. One day I'll watch more. For anybody who's, like, more experienced, or if nobody else watches it here, like, what are some good ones around that kind of thing, actually? Because I don't know of any personally. I just know of, like, that one in particular, to be frank. Let's see, I'm trying to think of other good quotes. Fucking, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. That's a fucking good one. There's so many, it's hard to remember them all off the top of my head, though. Also, the fucking musical, the whole weird song where it's going, every sperm is sacred. Stupid as fuck. Talk about parody stuff for a while. There's some really good ones out there. Okay, I guess we'll stop. I just wanted to end on a positive note and have it win, frankly, and I'm glad we did. I feel like this stream could have gone a little bit better, though, and was not as smooth as it could have been. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry if things were maybe a little on the boring side. I'm going to try to brush up on thinking on some better stuff to talk about next stream that hopefully will have plenty worthy of discussing. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here because I wasn't planning to play like a whole huge chunk of games tonight. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and thank you guys for watching. Have a great day or night, everybody, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'll do some more Gex 64. Bye, everybody.